Alrighty, Steelers Nation, what's going on? Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Crazy. So far, in a quick nutshell, we're going to talk about a lot of things today as people start coming to the chat and saying hello. First real day of NFL free agent news. It's 48 hours tampering period before March 15th, I believe. Am I on? I can't see any people in any live. Hang on. Yes, I'm here, right? I hope I'm here because I can't. There we go. Okay, so it's 48 hours before the official league year, but the tampering, sweet. Okay, that was weird, man. That was odd. It was like just didn't play up. It wasn't turning up. So yeah, how do you know? He lives here. Convinced he lives here. Convinced that me and Jeddah were neighbors. But yes, 2 days before like the NFL, March. Well, it's March Madness, free agency craziness. If you guys got any comments or like players going to other teams, I know Barkley's like a Eagle now. I know running back, the Chargered bloke, the Eckler, he's like a Commander. So things have been moving around. A lot of players, a lot of different players going all over the shop. But we've only done 2 things. But still, it's like day one, And did we really expect to see a lot of big moves? With Omar Khan, I right now, I'm not invested. Like, I'm not going to judge anything based on we didn't get this or we should have done that or whatever. Just trust Omar Khan. Like, yesterday, I should have broke the news. It was your midnight for Russell Wilson. And the next minute, I was at work at my 3 p.m. and I was coaching pickleball and doing those things. I come back to my phone at 4 p.m. and it said from numerous guys and girls on the YouTube channel said Russell Wilson. I had messages. I had Vox messages from my mate Derek from the Lion Syndicate, my good mate there, and I was like, "What? We just got Wilson for a 1-year contract?" So, yeah, I did not expect that to be so sudden, but it's kind of good now because we kind of know and we can talk about it for the rest of, till they play week 1. But Russell Wilson, I do think it's a good move. Now, 2 months ago, I did say I didn't think it was going to happen, but I wouldn't say many Steel fans out there did think that Russell Wilson was going to be a Pittsburgh Steel. To be honest, like we never do moves like that. So I was coaching pickleball. I was, 3 p.m. At my normal job, my regular job at the youth center. Coaching 2 ladies how to play off the court, go to my phone. The Pittsburgh Steelers have signed Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal. And I understand that some fans aren't too happy with it because he's older, he's 37. But in reality, when you really start to think about it, and I do believe it will grow on people too. It will grow on people that he's a veteran quarterback that Steelers talked about. They've been saying they want to bring in competition for Kenny Pickett. So there's your competition. Even though I do think the Steelers somehow, some way will make a choice where Russell Wilson is quarterback number 1 and Kenny Pickett sits for a year unless he gets hurt. Because you can't. Like you're dead set. I'll get to your comments in a minute, guys. I'm just starting to warm up. But like you can't. You cannot sit Russell Wilson. I'm a Kenny Pickett fan, but you can't sit Russell Wilson behind Kenny Pickett. The fan base would go mad. It's the wrong move, I think, football move-wise. I think you play Russell Wilson. We wait and see who we get at receivers and O-line and stuff like that. But did you ever think in your life, when we saw in the last 12 years of him playing from a Seattle Seahawk to all the money that Denver spent, that you'd see Russell Wilson handing the ball off to Najee Harris or Russell Wilson now, Mr. Unlimited, passing to George Pickens, Wilson to Pickens. It was Pickett to Pickens. It's a much bigger upgrade, a massive upgrade compared to Kenny Pickett, Trubisky, and Rudolph last year. And also, too, they've still only got 2 quarterbacks. They normally go into the season with like 4 quarterbacks, and then obviously they cut down to 3. So right now it's Russell Wilson, and it should be fun, man. It should be a good time. Right here, let's go to the comments, and then we'll have a good show. So many people, 15 people. G'day, Jeddah, what's going on? G'day, Sean, how are ya? G'day, 46. Russ is not the answer. Yeah, but it's only a 1-year contract. I'm gonna keep pushing that message. It's 1-year contract. He's a veteran quarterback, and it's $1.2 million. Like they're paying more money for the punter. The punter's got a 3-year contract at $3 million each, and the punter is also another vet too. So it's a much better upgrade from last year. Omar Khan is just working his magic into year one, into year two. Some things work, some things don't. But to me, if Russ isn't the answer, we'll find out shortly. Do you know what I mean? And it's just probably the best deal we could ever get for a veteran quarterback, Super Bowl champion. Yes, he has his struggles. I'm not painting a picture where he's the best quarterback in the NFL, not by a long shot. But he knows how to play the game. Been playing the game for 12 years. So if he's not the answer, we're going to find out real quick, real fast. You know what I'm saying? G'day, Sean. What's going on? At this rate, Archie Manning that's next year, right? Could be a possibility. G'day, George. What's going on, mate? Who else did I say hello to yet? G'day, Thomas. Miss Pittsburgh. What's happening? G'day, Demon. What's going on? And you live in Perth. Okay, you're on the West Coast. G'day, Peter. What's up? Wow. That's a very strong opinion. I won't say all these words, but it is. Bye, Mason. Bye, Kenny. I know Rooney doesn't give a F, but I'm done with this whole team. There you go. So Peter has taken the year off. G'day, Chloe. What's going on? East? You can't beat East Perth. There's no East Perth. It's West. It's West. It's never eat soggy wheat bix West, right? Well, we'll find out. Like, let him walk through the door. You know what I'm saying? We do this with so many players, though. Let the bloke walk through the door. Let him walk through the door. Good point, too. 1.2 million can't be a bust. No, it's a chance. So he's played a lot of football, over 45,000 yards passing. His record is like 100 wins to 70 losses. Countless TDs, probably countless interceptions. He's been playing football almost a decade and a bit, and he's 37 years of age. He's Russell Wilson. Like, let the guy walk through the door. That's all I'm saying. It's March 12th. We're day one into free agent period. For me, let him walk through the door. Let him get it customized to the locker room, Steelers, coaches, playbook, all that stuff, and then we'll see a competition hopefully play out. But my theory is that the Steelers will just say there was a competition for Kenny Pickett, but they're going to choose Russell Wilson to win because you can't put Wilson behind Kenny Pickett. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I don't think he would be a bust. G'day, still go 808. What's going on? QB3 is a big question. I have no idea. I tell you what, the more I think about it, that I look into, I thought it was Rudolph and I thought it was draft. I don't know. I'm legit the same as you guys. I have no idea. Who else we got? Sam Hartman, QB3, Jeff's nephew. Is it really? That's fantastic. You know what? I will say one thing. Steeler Nation, let's ride. I understand that that's a Russell Wilson thing. Let's not forget, though, that the Pittsburgh Steelers are here we go. So I understand the comedic aspect to it, and Russell Wilson and Danger Witch and Mr. Unlimited, but don't get rid of here we go, because you cannot replace here we go Steelers. Just can't do it. I like Let's Ride. That's his thing, but here we go is the Steelers. Dead set. That's very true. 1.2 million can't get a backup. Exactly right. Yes, I agree. No, he's a good punter, I think, too, as well. He's a real good punter. My reaction to Pat P's departure from the Steelers, I'm okay with it. He's an older bloke. I actually think that his podcasting was getting maybe slightly in the way of maybe stuff with the Steelers. Not saying like maybe physically or skills or whatever, but it didn't seem like he was that invested. And he was making a lot of comments about certain quarterbacks and teams and players, and then giving them fuel the fire. If you have a podcast, you need to back it up. And Pat P didn't really back it up. So he's good bloke and whatnot. Would love to have Pat P on the show and Brian McFadden. I've got to reach out to them again if I can. I've been really busy though. But I think his time in the NFL might be up. So Same thing. I trust Omar Khan. Everything he's doing, it's like good moves. And then if it is not the right move, he cuts him the year after. Omar Khan signed Peterson. Omar Khan signed Robinson, the receiver, and then didn't work out for the how much money it was, and now he's cut them. So it's all working out to a certain degree. But every move is kind of making sense. Now, I did see people on Twitter, they were freaking out saying, why haven't the Pittsburgh Steelers signed offensive linemen yet? It's okay. Like, it's like day one, 24 hours in, and we don't know yet. The day's not over. What time is it in America? What is it like? I don't know. 8 p.m. It's 8:30 p.m., right? So still very early. Well, the Russell Wilson news broke at your midnight on the East Coast, so still a lot of time. I've seen someone say, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'll tell you what. In 50 years' time, I hope to have maybe one of the biggest brands or communities on the Steelers channel, like YouTube or whatever it may be. We sat through Trubisky, we sat through Claypool, we sat through some players. People don't players. You're all right to have your opinion, not like players, but to say you're going to give up on the team after 50 years makes no sense. Like, you either like the Steelers or you don't like them. You're either in this chat in March, like everyone's here in March 12th, for you guys 11th, right? Talking Steelers that we don't play till September. So you're either all the way in, or you don't watch. And you can figure out the fans that just turn up and say, oh, I'm rooting for Mason Rudolph to get training camp reps. He's not a Pittsburgh Steeler. How many times 2 years ago or the year before did I hear that Benny Snell was a running back, number 3? He wasn't even on the team. That kind of stuff fires me up. I just don't understand it. Benny Snell, I had an argument with someone on the channel, and he said Benny Snell, no, Joey Porter Jr. can't have 24 because that's Benny Snell's number. I said to the bloke, he's not even on the team. You need to follow, you need to watch, you need to talk football, even like my channel, right? Hang on. My channel bio, if I can bring it up. Where is it? My channel bio, when you go to the homepage and you're talking Steelers, you go view channel, you go to the top part, right? I've got my thing here. Steelers Nation Australia is a part of a worldwide Steelers community who talk, listen, watch, and love our team. That's it. I may live in Australia, but my heart belongs in Pittsburgh. Oh, right? So when I hear stuff like that, Benny Snell stuff, or I'm done with the team, you're either all the way in or you're all the way out. Now, you can have opinions if you like Kenny Pickett, if you like Wilson or whatnot. That's fine. But back your team. I keep doing this. Oh, my goodness. There my camera goes. In recent videos, no spiders today. Back your team. Back the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's why we're here. Anyways. So, yeah, 50 years. It's all good. It's all good. Brizzy. G'day, OMK. What's going on? No, it didn't. Not at all. It hurt no one. No one at all. All right, who else in the house too? Anyone else in the house? 8:22. Anyone else I missed? That's a fair point. My concern is I don't think Russell Wilson would sign to be a backup. I agree. I don't think there would be a competition. I'm hoping though it's just going to be fair. And that's the thing. I don't think it will be fair. To be honest, to Kenny Pickett, there's going to be the illusion there's a competition. But why would the Pittsburgh Steelers put out Kenny Pickett? Unless it shocks the world and Kenny Pickett wins the job at training camp and plays better, has better in common with his players, and Russell Wilson is struggling. The reporters are telling us he's not the guy at the moment, or the Steelers are saying, actually, we're leaning towards, Kenny Pickett. The same thing that we won't know. I reckon we won't know until week one, the week before week one of the season. We won't know. But what I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do is they will have the illusion of competition. 2 players go out there, fight, and they know they're already going to choose Russell Wilson to take the job. So, but that could be a good thing and a bad thing for Kenny Pickett. Bad thing is we want to see Kenny Pickett, if he's our guy for the franchise, being a younger bloke, we want him to have more reps and take control of the team. That's a bad thing. A pro would be Kenny Pickett sits behind Russell Wilson and learns the offense, learns how to be an NFL quarterback a bit like how Jordan Love does, and some of those players do that. Sits back, takes a refresher year, takes it all in as a quarterback, learns from Wilson or whoever's in the team, and then maybe next year in year 4 has a real crack at year 4. You keep Kenny year 4, you go on draft, like somebody said, Archie Manning, or you draft like a quarterback in the next year's draft. And then depending if Russell Wilson signs again, I don't know. But maybe year 4 is Kenny Pickett and year 3 isn't Kenny Pickett because Kenny Pickett has struggled the last 2 years. I'm all for both. Here's a good point too. It's okay. It's okay to like one of them, Russell Wilson, and to like the other. You don't need to trash one or the other. You don't need to say Russell Wilson is dirt, is piss poor, crap, or whatever, or he's too old. And you don't need to say Kenny Pickett is a bust. You don't need to compare both players saying this one is better than the other one or this one sucks. And like you can cheer on both because they're both in different parts of their, I guess, career. Kenny Pickett is almost getting a bit humbled by a veteran coming in. Hasn't worked out so far with his, I guess, projection in the NFL or getting to be NFL quarterback. And yes, he's one of the worst ones, I guess, statistically speaking in the NFL. He rated like 34 or 35. Really bad stats, really bad TDs. But at the same time, he was getting wins and he was playing winning football near the end to win games in the fourth quarter. Russell Wilson, veteran bloke, he's coming in to maybe give us a chance to get us over the hump and play playoff football. So you don't need to me, I don't need to see a quarterback controversy. There is no controversy. They've brought in Russell Wilson to be a veteran quarterback to provide competition for Kenny Pickett. Channels out there will say there's controversy. There is no, to me, there is no overall controversy. I just don't see it. I see a quarterback that's come in to play, wearing the black and gold, kind of exciting, and they're going to run the rock. Arthur Smith, new OC, bunch of receiver coaches or quarterback coaches or whatever. The Steelers want to win. Omar Khan and GM, what he's doing in year 2, they want to win. Mike Tomlin wants to win. They all want to win. Cameron Hayward, I think he was linked out there that he called up Russell Wilson, had a connection to. So they want to win. TJ wants to win. It's a good move, a low pressure signing for such a cheap deal. And overall, I think it's going to work out good for us. If he plays good football and can get, 3 TDs and we're winning 27 to something, the Steelers defense can hold them to under 20 points. We're good as gold, man. I think overall it's good, but I do hear your concern. That is, I'm hoping for a fair competition because it hasn't been. The way how they stuffed up with Mason Rudolph in a fair competition, that he never got the shot. Never. Mitch Trubisky won the job, and Kenny Pickett never got a true shot. They were always going to start with Trubisky, and that failed experiment stuffed up completely. I'm saying stuffed up besides another word. Otherwise, YouTube bans me. G'day, Eli. What's going on? Better come to Steel City and lead to the Super Bowl. I hope so. That's what I hope so. G'day, Darwin. What's going on, mate? Who else in the house? A lot of people today, man. A lot of people. I love it, man. We're so passionate about our team. We're very. G'day, Gage. What's going on, mate? Yeah, dude. Definitely. I reckon we can. Maybe this week. I would love you to come on the show and talk some Russell Wilson. So Gage Madrid is our Broncos syndicate correspondent. Huge Broncos fan. So maybe this week or maybe next week, Gage. Try and do it next week if you can. I'll text you offline. Or in the real world, and we can organize some Russell Wilson talk, because I know you got some positives and I know you got some negatives too. But Russell Wilson didn't work out, or Mr. Wilson Unlimited didn't work out with Denver and Peyton and the coach and the dead cap and all that kind of stuff. Just didn't work out, right? But maybe a 1-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers might be a blessing in disguise to revamp his career and get him going. So yes, Gage, we will work out something in the near short future. Welcome to the show, mate. Darwin says, don't be surprised if Mason is re-signed. Well, judging by today that nobody was picking up Mason Rudolph. They were trading away, Mac Jones to the Jaguars. You saw the Raiders pick up the other bloke, Minshew Mania, for their quarterback. That's kind of that's an interesting move too. Minshew Mania, is he going to be their starting quarterback in Raiders? I don't know if that's like the best move, but They made it. They paid him like what $15 million a year or something like that, or was it over 2 years? So don't be surprised if Mason Rudolph is re-signed. Well, maybe other teams aren't reaching out to Mason Rudolph, and yes, he might re-sign again to be quarterback number 3, or possibly could be back up to Russell Wilson. It would be crazy to see Wilson, Rudolph, and Kenny Pickett all in the same room, and then they're fighting out for position. And then you have Rudolph who's played games, Kenny who's played games, and Wilson who's played many games in the NFL. Dead set. I agree with you, Thomas. Maybe a new offensive coordinator would be something different. New QB. Well, everything's changing. You know what I'm saying? People say this, the Steelers are mediocre or mediocre Mike and all that kind of crap. But in reality, they're changing everything. Like they're changing the way how Omar Khan does things as a new GM. They're changing offensive coordinator and other coaches. They're changing, and hopefully Tomlin's giving some guys a chance like Smith to just run the way they want to do it. And they're bringing in the quarterback that is a veteran, Mr. Unlimited. So things are different, and they're cutting players too, where they cut Trubisky, the right tackle, punter. See you later, right? And I haven't even talked about the punter dish yet, but we'll go over that news too. Yes, the news. G'day 46 says where that Barkley from the Giants, he went to the Philadelphia Eagles as well. I understand. Yeah. Nah, I understand. I talked about this yesterday, the other day with Brendan. By the way, thank you, Brendan, too, for coming on the show. It was fantastic. When we see these controversies, and look, still a nation is worldwide. There's Germany, Mexico, New Zealand, England, Australia, America. Like it is worldwide. Italy, wherever. So there are so many fans and so many different opinions and all that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is, in this circumstance with Russell Wilson, just let the bloke walk in the door first. Let him grab his terrible towel. Let him put on the uniform and start to go to training camp. Judging this move straight away and saying it's a bust, it's awful, the Pittsburgh Steelers suck because they got Wilson in, I don't really take that. I'd take that with a grain of salt because he just signed, And the other bloke I want to talk about too is Cameron Johnson. So I'll bring up his picture. I don't know if you saw my other video on the channel, but there's a lot happening. I know you guys, there's still a podcast everywhere. This bloke, Bill Burr, and AB tweeted before that Bill Burr. So Cameron, I don't know which one who's who, but Cameron Johnson on the left-hand side is a punter, and he's been signed. Sorry, wrong one. Did I have it here? Maybe I'll get rid of it. This one. Here it is. So Cameron Johnson's been signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers, veteran punter. That's one move that we don't have to worry about now. They won't go into the draft. I highly doubt they bring in competition. The guy's a vet. He's got a big leg too. So, yes, the Steelers have agreed to terms with punter Cameron Johnson. League sources confirm 6-year veteran played for Philly and Houston, has averaged over 47.3 yards punting in his career. And, yeah, the guy's played for, I think, Houston for 3 years and then Philly the last 3, and now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. So there's one thing that we need to watch, in coming into training camp. They won't draft a punter. Not going to happen. They might bring in like a practice squad punter to try and battle out. But if you're paying the guy $3 million a year, that means you like what he does. You're keen. Danny Smith like what he does. And he's going to be your punter for the next 3 years. Chris Boswell's still our guy. The Steelers need to go and sign Christian 46. You guys know who that is in the chat. And then you have, I guess, a well-respected punter in the league that's been playing 6 years, all the way from Geelong, Victoria in Australia. Used to play in the AFL, was drafted there. I haven't kept up with him too much because he's been an Eagle and a Houston Texan. But if he looks like Bill Burr, I'm all in. I'm dead set all in. So another big news for the Steelers too. Also too, if any news gets broken during the show, let's have a Twitter break. Right? Twitter break. If any news gets broken during the show, please let me know. Because this is the time where things start to happen when you're doing live shows, and the next minute, Steelers go and sign middle linebacker this, and this. Right? Here it is. Another bit of news. Jacoby Brissett plans to sign with the Patriots. So now Brissett is not a Steeler, not a backup. Right? Brissett is with his Patriots. That was 12 minutes ago. News keeps coming out through the whole day and night. So I'm scrolling through now. Any chance you see something in my Discord today? Someone put down that wide receiver DJ was traded for a 3rd and 5th. I ran upstairs and I was like, really? And then I had to run back downstairs and say, no, it wasn't actually a thing. Um, yeah, but if I see any news about Steelers signing, let me know and we can cover it straight away. I'll go into video mode, create a video, and it would be very, very exciting. Because even 3 minutes ago, Seattle Seahawks agreed to DT Leonard Williams on a re-signing with the Seahawks. So there are moves happening all the time, all the time. Ooh, I just saw Jerry Dulac just said this early prediction: the Pittsburgh Steelers will open the regular season in Denver against Russell Wilson's former team on Monday night. I could see that. Could be a possibility. Yeah. Alrighty. Who else got in the house too? Over 28 people in the house. G'day, George. I think I said hello before. Any other comments? But I think overall, to start the free agent period, I'm pretty happy, pretty excited with Wilson to be a quarterback and Kenny Pickett. Look, the media will make them out to hate each other. The Pittsburgh Steelers media and some of the guys already don't like Wilson, but the NFL media will make them hate each other. You know, this person versus that person. But they're here to win for the team, and this could be a blessing in disguise for Kenny Pickett to sit behind one of maybe not maybe top 10, maybe top 15, 20. You know, maybe not top 10, but top 20 quarterbacks in the NFL, period, right? Wilson's been up there. He's done it before. So maybe to sit behind him and Kenny Pickett can be humbled a little minute should be something fun to see. G'day, Kevin. What's going on? Says it will be a competition. One question: who would be more effective connecting over the middle? Both quarterbacks are self-reflective, and soon as the game, I expect Russ to win. 4QK will be who's 4QK? No idea who that is. I've been hearing that stat a bit too. It's like they don't pass to the middle of the field, and nor did Kenny Pickett. I'm going to trust in this instance that they're an NFL, pro level quarterback, and at the same time they've got Arthur Smith now, so maybe he can organize something. Kenny Pickett had most of his reps and most of his time with Matt Canada, and we all know how bad Matt Canada was. Even to a certain degree, Matt Canada looked like Bill Burr. You guys remember this bloke? So keep your eyes on that, and then keep your eyes on Matt Canada. Right? Kenny Pickett had Matt Canada for 2 years, and only for one game, he had Eddie Faulkner and I can never remember his name, but the other bloke, Mike Sullivan, and they're not offensive coordinators. We got Arthur Smith, who's ex-head Falcons coach, and OC for the Titans. So to me, it's a pretty good thing where give him a new chance there. Like this is going to be, I'll tell you what, everyone's so hung up on their like evaluating and like NFL analysts. This is going to be a really, 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 really fun off season. Dead set. Like you've got the guys with Najee and Warren run the rock. The Steelers going to probably draft big blokes up front. I wouldn't put it past me to go and sign a defensive tackle or offensive lineman or a right tackle or someone like that. Bring someone in, and guys coming back from injury like Cole Holcomb, and just things like that. Where it's going to be a fun off season. We're all thinking about, oh no, we didn't get the right guy yet. It'll be fine. I'm okay with it all. Alrighty, g'day Alex, what's going on, mate? Alrighty. G'day, Sasha, what's going on? Yes. Hey, I've been watching free agency all day and I'm expecting more activity by Steelers, but it's fine. All centers and linebackers are gone and CBs are gone, but there are still cheap options. Yeah, it's kind of true to a certain extent, but Steelers don't jump into this madness straight away with the big contracts, and that's why I thought the Russell Wilson one was quite a surprise. I'm very okay with it. Like I didn't even know who Cole Holcomb was last year. Then you see him playing, and then we got that sneaky pick with Quan Alexander at the middle linebacker. Then they both went down. So I just right now, like I'm letting Omar Khan he's the boss, steering the ship, driving the car. Dude, let him go. Just let him cook. He proved to us last year with the draft and the signings that he's in control of this team, and just let him go. Like I know we want to play our own GMs, but to me, to support the team, just let the bloke have a go. Because I have full faith in what he's doing and turning it around, and we can turn this franchise back into run, get 5 yards of carry, play action pass, Wilson to Pickens, get Warren involved in screens, get Connor Hayward moving, Darnell Washington the ball, stuff like that. I'm keen to see how this team can develop over this year and see what steps Kenny Pickett makes too. So I understand that there hasn't been no moves. That's why I'm watching Twitter too. So I'm watching Twitter as we speak, just in case there might be a slight, Pittsburgh Steelers signed this guy, which I haven't seen yet. And Kirk Cousins went to the Falcons, that kind of stuff. But no, so I can't see. No, I can't see. I can't see anything. But I'm okay with the Steelers having a slow pace going into the free agent period. But welcome to the show. Yep, we'll try and get it done. I'll try and text you outside. I don't know where I'm at with the comments, to be honest. There's that many comments. I can't even think. Okay, I'm gonna write down the bottom. Right down the bottom. Holy dooly. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So talking about free agency. I did see that I saw like a bit of a rumor about that. I can't remember what's his name, Sneed. G'day, Alex. What's going on? And okay, we're down the bottom yet. G'day, Travis. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm happy as Larry, mate. I'm happy as Larry. Alex says, do you know your schedule yet? In terms of like my working schedule, or do you mean like my YouTube schedule? Because if you're talking about my YouTube schedule, pretty much I try and get videos done every day. And if I don't have nothing to talk about, then I take a day off. But right now it's like, bang, bang, bang. So YouTube schedule, I'm trying to figure out live and stuff like that. Today is Tuesday. So that's your Monday. I normally do a live today. I normally have some guests. Tomorrow on the show, I'm going to have the fellas from Unofficial Steelers podcast, who I used to be a part of, with Daniel, Nate, and Daniel there from Save the Steelers. So they're coming on the show, I think around like 8 p.m. or something like that. That's my Wednesday, your Tuesday. So we'll go over like all the Steelers moves and things like that too. So in terms of like YouTube schedule, it's just put out a video per day and cover the news, have my take. And I missed the Russell Wilson thing, but no overall schedule. In terms of schedule for my work schedule, not really. I work different days all the time. So I sometimes I work the weekend, sometimes I work, the Friday. Other days I might work from like 6 a.m. to 1. So I'm a casual, and my work, fluctuates all over the shop. And I pretty much just do work, social life, have some beers if I can with my friends, play a bit of games and whatnot. And then I do YouTube to try and build the brand and grow the brand. That's where I'm right now. I just want to try and I don't take it day by day, easy it does. Really nice day today too out in Australia. So I'm gonna finish when I finish live. I'll go for a walk. I might be doing a members live today. I just don't know. If you do want to be a member of the channel, it's like $3 a month to support my work. And also there are members live streams I do, but at the same time I've been very, very busy. So I can't. I can't. I haven't been able to. Just been so busy at the moment because I can, but I've been that busy doing stuff too. So yeah, man, it's all over the shop. And recently too, this channel just got 2,225 subs, and my goal is still 10,000 subs to build one of the biggest, Steelers communities on YouTube. And I know there are people out there too that haven't subbed because in reality, and I never asked for it, but in reality, when I say that never, I'll probably ask for it maybe once every now and then. But Steelers Chat out there is one of the worst friggin' channels in the world, and they have 46,000 subs that are Steelers fans, and they are fake. Those guys they're based in Dallas. They are like people who work for the company, and their main bloke who runs it, Mr. Jack Sperry, he runs, nothing against him personally, but he runs Pittsburgh Steelers Chat, and he also runs Washington Commanders Chat, and he is personally, what I found out, he's a Raiders fan. Make sense. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for the last 23 years. I'll never talk anything else but the Pittsburgh Steelers. So there are guys out like that who just do it for money, do it for coin. They are getting paid to do a job, and he runs both the Steelers Chat and he runs a Washington Commanders Chat. So you won't be like that. So there are people out there, there's like 46,000 subs that they've got, but it's absolute rubbish. I'm here giving you my take that is a Steelers take, and I won't even wear like a Cowboys jersey as a joke. I won't even wear you couldn't pay me $2 million for me to wear a Bengals jersey. I'm not going to do it. I just don't. I don't do stuff like that. You can pay me $2 million to wear a Debo jersey, which I have. G'day, Mike. What's going on? Yeah, it is. It is really nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna try and head out today as best I can. Maybe a bit of a walk around. Maybe go down to the local park and see what's going on. I've done all my YouTube stuff today. And yeah, there's been a lot of, unless something breaks. I don't know if the news is going to break. Alex Kessel says, how long have you been a Steelers fan for? I've been a Steelers fan since 2002. So what's that, 22 years? And I started watching football in about the 2000s. And the reason why, and a lot of you guys know this, but the reason why I started watching football is because the movies like Remember the Titans, The Replacements, stuff like that. And I chose it based on the colors alone, which was the black and yellow, but now I know it's a black and gold. Speaking of that, welcome, Pepper. G'day, Pepper. G'day, Pepper. What's going on? Yeah, man, 100%. I do watch other games too, but recently now I more just watch Steelers football because it's the best kind of football. Yes, 100%. Year of the Tommy Gun. Yeah, dude. So I started watching with Maddox and Zero Way and Dan Crowder, those blokes. And I was like, what is this? Who is this team? Why am I watching for? And I base all the colors alone too. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alrighty. So let's take a quick break. I did for 37 minutes. Quick break, and I'll come back and I'll answer. Ooh. Maybe. All right, quick little break, and I'll come back. And I haven't got any music so far because I canceled my subscription to. Then it was called the thing I was using. So here's a koala, and I'll be right back.
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football.
Alrighty, Steel Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Okay, so that question, Chloe, I can't make an emote. So, and I need to do better. G'day, Rob, what's going on? Chloe says make that koala an emote, which I can, but at the moment I can't because I've only got, we only have 26 members in the community that are members. Now, I'm not saying you guys have to, but I need to do better at like doing podcasts and stuff like that. But I've been so busy. So of course the first thing is like, support, and you get emojis, be a part of the channel, that kind of stuff. But the only way you can make emojis is when you get more memberships. And right now I need like 9 or something because people were members and they decided to leave. And you don't have to be a member. I'm just saying that's the actual fact. Yeah, man. I guess that's why you guys are here sometimes. Yeah, so I'm giving you like an honest answer. The honest answer is it's because YouTube says when you get the many emojis is when the more members you have, it unlocks like stages for new emojis. Anyways, that's enough emoji talk or members talk. But if you want to be one, the first one's like $3. It's up to you. So let's move into some more news. I still think actually the hot topic right now is probably around Wilson, punter, and what will the Steelers do next? So this is something where I just almost want to leave into Omar Khan's hands because we don't know. We don't know who's going to sign like at all. But I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the koala. Who is Sam? Sam's our new cute. No, is it Sam Hartman? 100%. Yeah. So I can't make more at the moment because I'll show you. Not show you, but I'll go into my thing. If I go to my members, customization, where is it? Customization, memberships, and where I make them. And by the way, they're pretty cool. So right now we have 23 members. Custom default perks. Yeah. Emoji. Yeah. So right now it says, as you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emojis. You need 8 more members needed to make another one. And I'm pretty happy with, to be honest, the ones we have. Bengals suck, Omar Khan, the Khan artist, Hooley Dooley, KP8. Ooh, do I make a Russell Wilson one? Depending how we go. Terrible Towel, HDU, a few sherbets, me dancing, Hank Hill Steel, and Wu-Tang. By the way, Wu-Tang Steel is probably my favorite one. That's probably my favorite one I made. the Wu-Tang sign with Steelers in the middle, and then 46 for that, and then Professor Bloke. So that's an honest answer. As you gain more members, you can upload and share. And right now, I can't. It won't let me. All right. They are pretty fun. Yeah, they're pretty cool. That's why I like doing too. So when I sometimes do the mobile stream where you see it vertical, it comes up on the screen. That's pretty awesome to see. But yeah, I think what the Steelers have been doing the last few days is they found their quarterback, so they're going to quiet that noise. They, of course, going to have that quarterback competition. They gave him a 1-year deal. It's good at $1.2 million. That to me is fine, right? Yes, we had a quieter day today in the free agent period. I know there was that Bill, the Morstead, the Bills center. He got signed somewhere else. And some were like, Steelers fans were like, man, we didn't get to sign him. But it's like, just let Omar Khan cook. I don't even know who the free agents are. I just wait, and I've been that busy everywhere. I just kind of wait to see what Omar Khan says. And if they say Pittsburgh Steelers have signed a cornerback to a 3-year deal, or they're trading up to get Snead, I'm like, let's go. We've got JPJ. We've got Minka. We've got guys on the defense. We've now got Russell Wilson. Like, this team is going to be fun. Frymouth hopefully have a bit of a bounce back year. Omar Khan talked about waiting till May or June to give the extension to Najee Harris. So there are things moving like that. I think Frymouth too, his contract is almost up too, so they got to think about giving him a contract. So like, yeah, things are in play, and they cut all the players they don't need. They cut receiver Robinson, didn't need him. They possibly could bring him back on a lower contract. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back. They cut him and they bring him back on a lower contract. That might happen. So yeah, things are moving the right way. Like if Wilson is the quarterback, he plays good football. You've got Lamar Jackson, Josh Burrow, whoever it is. You have the other bloke Watson and Russell Wilson in the division. Like, it's still crazy to me that he's been playing since 2012. What's that? 12 years ago, Russell Wilson came to the league as a rookie. He, of course, won the Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. So if you like it or hate it, it's still kind of, I read that. Hang on. I read that, and I was like, I saw breaking news, and I stopped. Pepper hates Bill Burr. But yeah, I was like, hang on. Do I have to go to Twitter? I was so close. Someone already fooled me today. All right, let's check it again. Let's check it again. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. So the Dolphins have agreed to a new center, locking in Titans Aaron Brewer to a 3-year deal. Alex Kazora, hey everybody, says here, Pittsburgh off the board. Big run on centers the last 24 hours. I don't think Pittsburgh wants to pay that much money with their eyes, and they're probably going to have a top 2 pick drafting. A good point too is, right, with all these other teams going centers, they're probably not going to draft a center. So therefore, would be eyes on, I guess, Jackson Powers-Johnson, or the other guy is Zach Fraser. I've heard those 2 names that could be at the center position. So everyone's getting their centers, and the Steelers are laying back saying, okay, we'll do all your work, We'll see what I think tomorrow. I think Patriots QB Jacoby Brissett agrees to a 1-year, $8 million deal. That's interesting. They haven't got a quarterback, so he might be the quarterback. He went back to the Patriots. So that's $8 million for Brissett, and we paid $1.2 million for Wilson. Like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. G'day, Reginald Rivers, what's going on? That's true. I don't think they give Harris like $40 million like the Raiders guy received. Yeah. I don't know. I think, by the way, Bill Burr's fantastic. I think that Omar Khan said that Najee Harris their deal was going to get done like in May or June. Like it was kind of ways away. So yeah. Rivers is here. G'day, Original Rivers. What's going on, mate? Oh man, you know what? I do have what I do have, which I'm pretty keen for. Check this out. I can play. I'm pretty sure I can play this. Are Yin's keen for that? I am. Man, it's so good. Yeah. I was hoping I could have won the NFL International Fan of the Year Steelers version because the guy from Mexico won it, but they've got a big fan base. Next year, I will try and apply again. Or if the Pittsburgh Steelers get the draft, like the 2026 Steelers one, I'll go to that. But I'm pretty keen for the actual, draft coming up, right? And wait, is it? What else I got? This one.
Coach Stum win. Still for the win, man.
What do you call him? What do you call him? The con artist? Oh, it's good stuff. It's good. No, I saw that too. DK from DK Sports did not like their old Russell Wilson signing. I also saw too that Michael Bowler was saying this is going to push the Steelers back 3 or 4 or 5 years. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I think this signing is just it's okay to good. And if it pans out to be great, fantastic. Like DK was not a fan of it. He's a guy over there in Pittsburgh Steelers media. We just didn't want him. And yeah, Michael Boley said that the Steelers have now set themselves back 4 or 5 years because they got Russell Wilson. So maybe in the fact is, and they're not playing Kenny Pickett and going to give him a chance to start. So in some aspects, you got to feel a little bit sorry for KP8 that he won't have he might not have a chance to be quarterback number one. On the other side, though, it's football, it's life, it's a business. Deal with it. You're getting paid coin. You go into the facilities. You got a roof over your head. You're drinking water. I wouldn't feel too cut for Kenny Pickett. Like if he wins a job, he can win it. Maybe he'll win it straight out. I don't know, but I still lean towards Russell Wilson taking the job. But I don't feel bad for Kenny Pickett. I'm focused on the Pittsburgh Steelers building their roster and getting a better team, and Omar Khan's doing that too. But I did hear DK was not the biggest fans. Yeah, how good is it? I do love it, man. You like that? Yeah, you do like it. And Kirk Cousins, he got a massive deal with the Falcons too, and they're saying now that it's a Falcons division and stuff like that. But maybe they're trying to turn that division around because nobody really watches NFC South. You've got what is it? Buccaneers, on the map now, kind of with Baker. Kirk Cousins over there with the Falcons, so maybe they're trying to turn that division around. Hurly dilly. With the 20th pick, with pick 20 of the 2024 NFL Draft, Steelers select. JW says you'll be 6-7 sherbets deep, but I know, dude. You had the same doorbell. You know what? There's probably someone out there, and if you do have a draft doorbell, Rod, that's fantastic. There's probably someone out there that does have the NFL Draft as their doorbell. That when you push it, hang on, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. When you push the when you go for it, you press the door, like that, and then you walk to the door. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, man. There's somebody out there that has that doorbell. Is awesome. Pepper says she feels bad for KP8. Yeah, look, I can see it, but at the same time, business, football. I don't know. Does anyone feel bad for Miles Boykin that he's been cut? I don't know. You know what I mean? He's like one of our best gunners. I think, look, they went and got him. It's now going to humble KP8. He's got to work harder, and maybe, hopefully, his career isn't over. I'm going to cheer them both on. I don't feel that bad for the bloke. I think it's just how football works, and they brought in a guy to try and, move this football team to get wins. 46 says, but I understand where you're coming from. 46 says Mason should go to the Vikings. Could be a possibility. I need to check Twitter again. I don't think anything's happening. You guys would have told me by now. But, 35 posts. No. Okay, that's weird. The Steelers are the only team in the NFL that has 2 active Walter Payton Award winners playing together. Russell Wilson and Cameron Hayward as well. Someone says, I would rather have Townsend over Johnson at the same price per year for the Steelers, but it is what it is. You know what, too? When people say that stuff, I don't know, like this, you just can't be happy in certain moments, can you? It says here, Aaron Wilson says, Texans assigned Chiefs punter for a 2-year, $6 million contract per source. as a replacement for Cam Johnston. So Texans lose their punter as a free agent. They bring someone else in, and we get that. So there was talks around. The rumors were maybe Steelers should go and get Tommy Townsend, but now we have Cameron Johnson, the Aussie. I reckon too, though. They have a feeling for Australian punters. There's something going on. So no news at the moment though. No real news. Alrighty. Still go 808 says one of my clients has the draft sound as her tech. That's fantastic. Mason to the Broncos says Russ versus Rudolph. That'd be cool too. Be awesome. Mason got screwed. Wait, Mason got screwed. He also screwed the Steelers. How did he screw the Steelers? I don't think he screwed the Steelers. I don't think he got the right. Same question. How did Mason screw the Steelers? I think Mason didn't get a fair shot at all. Really. I don't understand your second part of the question. So there's a certain point where he did at the start. You know, they probably should have been given a chance to be QB1, and they put him to QB3. And then he came back to win 3 games in a row and got the playoffs. I don't think it's the other way around though, where Mason, how did he screw the Steelers? I don't understand that as well. But anyways, guys, I'm getting near to an hour of the show. I quite possibly could be doing a members podcast. I don't know, or maybe I might jump into the Discord and have a bit of a conversation with you guys. That might be better than a members podcast because I've already pretty much covered everything I want to talk about. So I might just do that. I might jump into the Discord. If you do want to be a part of the Discord, it's the members thing. What is it? There's a members button somewhere. Join. That gives you access to the Discord, gives you emotes, gives you stuff like that. I'll do that. I'll jump into the chat, have a bit of a talk with you guys if you want to be in there. If you don't want to, it's cool. And then we'll do another holy doing. Thank you, Rod, mate. You're fantastic. I appreciate that. $49.99. What kind of stick is that? Is it a koala? Super effective. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Rivers, no way. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So 40. Thank you, Rod, mate, for the $49.99. I much appreciated that. That's awesome. I've never seen that. What do you call it? Is that a GIF? I don't know. Is that a GIF? I don't know what a GIF is. Yeah. But you got another question here. Says from. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think the Steelers are going to draft a punter. They have their punter. They'll go and get a guy from the street and they'll put him on the practice squad and they'll say that there's competition or there's a guy. They'll get a training camp punter. They're not going to pay someone $9 million over 3 years to have a competition. Just the way I see it. George, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I need to do more research and look at his stats. But from what I hear from different articles I've read or tweets, he's a pretty good punter. His average is 47. He's inside the 20s is pretty good. So yeah, man. I don't know. I don't really focus too much on punters though. As long as we can punt into the 20 and get to the 10-yard line, we're fine. 100% he did. Thank you, Rod. And thank you, Still Go 808. That's all I really wanted to cover today. Kung Fu SpongeBob. Oh, dude. If we had entrance music for entrance, if we had entrance music for viewers or you know what I'm saying, that'd be funny as. All right. All right, let's call it there. What's a Nightbot? How do I get a Nightbot? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a punter they'll get some. You know what's okay? Here it is. Here's my expert Steelers advice. Brad Wing will play his season with the Bahamas for 10 games in a row, do really, really well, and the Steelers will go and sign Brad Wing again. That's it. They will go and sign Brad Wing again, and it'll be Aussie punter versus Aussie punter, and Cameron Johnson will win the punt off. That's it. Dead set. They've already brought back Brad Wing, I think, 2 or 3 times. So Mike Tomlin loves the Aussie kickers. He just does. It was Jordan Berry, Brad Wing. It was now Cameron Johnson. They're all Australian. I'm pretty sure they've all played in the AFL, and they've all played down south in Victoria, right? Which is ages for me. So I love it. Oh, excuse me. All righty, guys. So I'm going to go into the Discord in the call if you want to. and I will. I'm done. I'm so done. That's good. He did lose it. He definitely did. If you go back and watch his stuff, like when he was like 18 or something, he had a slight bit of an Australian accent. He moved over there when he was 17, 18, 19. And I don't know him from a bar of soap, right? I don't know the bloke. But he moved over there with an Australian accent. And the longer he stayed there, if you go to another interview like 10 years later, he's got the thickest American accent. So yes, Wing needs to learn. Wing needs to learn on bringing his accent back. He has to. I don't know, man. It's kind of funny. I was against him because it's like, oh, it's like Mark from Steelers Oz is versus Brad Wing. He's probably a good bloke. He's probably okay. The only reason I was against him was because I thought he had a massive ego when he played for the Steelers when he first was there. I just didn't like his attitude, man. I don't know. I don't know what it was. So and then the Steelers, like, they cut him. They brought in Jordan Berry. Jordan Berry was like the opposite of Brad Wing, was just like plain Jane, just like, and no offense to the old Janes out there, but plain Wayne. No offense to the Waynes out there either. So just like this plain bloke, just punting and has his life and stuff. Nothing too crazy with Jordan Berry. And then you think they go and get Prezi Harvin, they draft a guy. Now here's a guy, you go and draft Prezi Harvin, and he's like really good, then bad, and just inconsistent. So inconsistent over the last 3 years. And then you're like, oh, who are the Steelers going to get into a punt? Are they going to draft someone? Are they going to wait and they're going to draft Townsend or whatever? No, they go and sign the Aussie from the Texans, who used to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Bill Burr. And then you get this is how life. This is why life's kind of funny. I know I've gone on a bit more, but actually, it's my show. I can do whatever. I can go on for another 45 hours. But this is why I find this stuff funny. So we went from Brad Wing to Jordan Berry to Prezi Harvin, and then you see comments like this that it's AB saying, like, that Bill Burr, and it looks like him too. It looks exactly the same, right? So it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Sean says Aussie punters need to be unlimited. Unlimited. Alrighty, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Daniel from State of the Steelers, and we also have Nate as well from In Hindsight. So those two blokes on talking football for an hour or so. And maybe we'll have some big news tomorrow in terms of it could be his son. Yeah, no. I was only a joke. Only a joke. But yeah, maybe we could have some big news dropping tomorrow or even today. I will be reporting whatever happens the next 3 hours before Omar Khan goes to bed. Maybe he's waiting to make a deal, and then I'll report whatever happens next. So yesterday, prime example, Russell Wilson signed at like what, 12 midnight. So that was in like 3 hours time. So thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. We had a high of like 26 people in the chat. It's fantastic. And yeah, I'll be in the Discord in about 5 minutes. I'll see you later.